I don't know why. I just started thinking of the Hunger Games. And I was just like, what would you, say you had a year to train, you had to go.
It's like signing up to like if you're Korean, you have to sign up for the military.
I guess so.
There's no
I mean,
option.
at least listen. They make it out of that. I ain't making it out of the 100 games, bro. What am
All I was gonna say,
fatness Everdeen. What the you talking about? My big old cheeks. Hell no, dude. I'm gonna sound like I'm stepping on Cheetos or some shit.
Sleep
I'm here to kill you.
He's just eating a snack
and just fall over.
He's like eating the crunchy shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
It's like, what is that sound? We're on dry land. It's just Leon is
That's crazy.
Eat the berries.
Culero.
Shut up.
Culero.
Shut up. Look at him.
Culero.
You're stressing him out. Leave him alone.
Dude, he stresses himself out.
Like real life shit to deal with, dude. I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Hey, dude, everybody's dealing with real life shit every day.
Oh, you want to deal with
You
my
ain't
shit? I'll deal with
special.
your. I will deal with your shit.
That's your problem.
That's why.
You're
I'm not
dealing with it
I'm not
because you chose to deal
I'm
with
not
that.
belittling your stuff.
You are.
No, I'm not. I said I'll deal with your stuff and you can deal with mine. That's what I said.
I don't want to deal with that.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I'll stop with anyone. Let me smoke my weed. Let me chill out. I'm holding everything in until like all the shit is done. And then once it's done, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go on a binge and I'm just going to sob for like 2 days straight.
Wait, a binge of what?
Emotion and drugs and alcohol and everything. Because I haven't had a solid moment of just letting it all go at all.
You should probably do that now.
No. Hell no. No, because it's gonna be so fucking.
You're not invited on my birthday or whatever you do.
Oh no. I mean even then, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing according I thought that date was gonna be it. But no, apparently after that, then there's another follow-up.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's I'm like, okay, cool, great. So I have to like even on that day, I still have to deal with this shit. Oh my god.
Hey, 2024 is gonna be your year, dude.
Welcome back to the podcast. That's a fucking opener if I've ever heard one. Jesus Christ. Look at the 2 coping mechanisms, Dr. Pepper and weed.
This is gonna really rock his way into 2024. When I'm Mindy.
Alright, welcome back. What's it called? If you saw our last episode, which hopefully you did, go watch it. Make sure you subscribe. Never miss an episode. It's only been like 2 days since we've recorded. So we have what? Oh, well, yes, technically, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So we don't have much to talk about.
What do you mean?
What?
You said you had a lot to talk about.
No, I have some things to do, but we don't have like as much as like what's happened in between. Unless you guys have some shit. I don't know. You win the lottery. You fucking.
I wish, dude.
Oh my god.
Nobody cares about your problems.
Oh my god, that make my life so much easier.
I feel like that's the case for everyone, but yeah.
What do you binge?
My Twitter, or not my Twitter, my TikTok. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it. I think I mentioned it on stream, or not on stream. Sorry, I was thinking about that recently. I feel like I should start my streaming shit just to get that going. So this could also be a topic. I need to start streaming again. I know it's fucked up, or it is what it is, though. I'm at where I'm at. It's nice pocket change, and I'm gonna need it. And it's the only thing. It's the only like side hustle that I got going that is already kind of set up. It's just a matter of me just sitting my lame ass down in front of a camera.
Coin?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah! It's gonna be a second job, dude. At this point, because I'm not getting another one unless I really have to. In which case, it has to pay good. Because I'm not going to do something that's not going to pay good. And I'll just do a lot of caffeine. I'll just get into fucking sodas or G Fuel or something.
In-N-Out's there, dude. They start at 22. That's all I'm saying.
They do start at 22.
Do you think that I can make it In-N-Out? Really?
If you actually tried, yeah.
I don't know if I can make it In-N-Out, to be honest. Do you think I can? You guys think? I don't think I'd be good with people that are hangry.
You're not talking to them. You could just be the fry guy.
I think I'd also burn myself too. Guys, it's me we're talking about.
You're just stupid.
I never said I was smart. No.
Well, they teach you the safety rules and regulations of that. Like,
You know what?
you're not just throwing potatoes in that bitch like bake.
He'd have like all of these like bandages on his hand.
Yeah.
Well, no, but no.
Burger?
But you'd be like, oh, did you burn yourself? No, I just kept sticking the big ass pin for his apron. He kept getting poked by it.
You're gonna even make it out of the
Manager, what? Poked my finger again.
fired.
You're getting blood on the
Band-Aid.
fries.
Ouchie. No, but yeah, so I think I want to do that. I think it's also fun. You know, it's video games. Like there is an aspect of fun to it, but like the initial, like the want to do it has always been there. It's just
Okay.
and also it kind of sucks to like, because I know where to get the most views for me is in just chatting, and that's fun. Like it's nice to have like 20 people or 15 to 20 people just sitting there with you and you're just talking. But then it really sucks when you go from just chatting to a video game or whatever you want to do, and then it drops down to like a quarter of that, and I'm just like, tight. It's not all about the numbers, but it's also just like you're like aware of
Your viewership.
like,
turn it
like
off.
you see it, like you just see that. That's what I end up doing, but you can't turn off the chat. You can't turn
That's
off
true.
like it's that activity, because this all me right now is basically the stream is just me talking, and it's easy to obviously to have a back and forth with people. So when there's nobody to have a back and forth with, and it's just like, wow, look at these graphics. Amazing. It's, you know, it's a little tricky, so it's nice to have something or someone to riff off of. And I'm just so used to having something up on the side now that it's like, if there is a chat, it's easy, I feel like, but also kind of draining for me personally. But if there isn't, and I'm just gaming, then my brain is like, I could have a YouTube video up right now. I could be listening to music and just singing super loud and playing some game and like going full gremlin. Like I could be on the finals just like,
Ew.
but I can't because I'm on
That's what
stream.
you're gonna be doing.
Doing what?
On stream,
Just go full gremlin on stream, dude.
yeah, that's true.
It'll
Might
be
as well
like
entertain people.
it'll be like going to the zoo. You know, just stopping by and it's like seeing a wild
Saying
animal.
Okay, what kind of wild animal,
I don't know.
Richard? Crazy.
What did you think I wanted to say?
I was curious what you were going to say.
I just want to say an
Savage
animal.
beast.
Okay.
Be like, Mom, what is that? Don't look at it. Don't look at it, little Billy.
All right. But yeah, so that
Mom, what's that
was-
red thing poking out?
What? The what?
I said, what's that red thing popping out?
Oh,
Your red rocket.
I heard you say pokey, like poking.
Oh,
I'm
God,
guessing
no.
poking, but I heard pokey. I was like, the gremlin Pokemon. That's me.
Mm.
But yeah. Oh, I also did make a Discord, so that is also like kind of there too. It is primarily just friends, from all like my active friend group now, basically. So everybody that's on there, I talk to for the most part.
Mhm.
But yeah, so that's set up, and I have like tabs and stuff. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. It might happen this weekend, honestly, just to get it going. I also haven't done any Christmas shopping. Kind of stressed out about that. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna do a bunch of Amazon shit this weekend and just get it and have it show up. That's all I can
I
think
mean,
of.
fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, it's just gonna be family, honestly. These cretins I live with. But what else? Oh, my first thing I was gonna mention is I think I mentioned on the podcast a couple episodes ago, or might have talked about it in passing. But like my TikTok feed, every now and then I'll like become like hyper aware of the fact that my algorithm is just funneling me shit that is reflective of how I'm feeling and what I'm talking about. So I'll get like, even my Spotify has been doing it. I've been getting like a lot of songs that are like somber, almost back to back on my liked playlist, and I'm like, okay. And then I get, I'm feeling lonely, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, you know, I guess I could have bipolar, sure. Thanks
Cool.
to Spotify.
I
But on my
don't. No, keep going.
I was gonna say about my TikTok, it's almost the same thing. But recently I was aware of like I watched something and it was a really like heartfelt, I don't know, freaking Chevy commercial, Toyota something. It was like
the Super Bowl commercials.
Because I'm curious if it's going to be cringy or if it's going to be good because of all the likes in the comments. Like, you can see the numbers. So I'm like, this has a lot. All right. I'm just going to watch enough to see if it's good or bad. And I'm watching it. And it's about this grandma who's sitting there at the window. She's going due to Alzheimer's. And the kids walk up to her. They're trying to talk to her. She's not responsive. Then I guess the eldest granddaughter notices it, picks her up and says, let's go for a ride, and takes her, and they go on a ride in her grandpa's like old Chevy. It's a nice, pretty old school car. And she's driving her around town to all the places she went, her high school, the drive-in first date that she went on with her husband. And then they go visit something else. And then she kind of remembers and she has a good day, and then she comes back and the husband gets in the car with her and they talk about how much they miss each other. I could cry right now. God damn it. It hurt you guys. And I was like, this is so sad, but also so like heartfelt. Happy holidays, Chevron. I don't know, Chevy, Toyota, whatever.
I was like, Chevron's a gas station.
I know. I know,
Thank
but
you,
I want to say
Chevron.
Chevron. Thank you, Chevron.
Wait, really quick with Chevron.
Yes.
With Chevron, if you haven't yet, sponsor us. If you happen to listen to this, download the app. Like, apparently, if you get the app for the first time and you go to a pump, that gives you like $1 off.
Yeah.
So, and then they're pretty generous with their like reward system. So
with
it's
the
like,
reward system.
Yeah.
Do they have cash back or something on there? That's cool. Or what do you get on the reward system on the Chevron app?
Like points towards,
like
off
when
of
you go to
your
the gas station. Yeah.
So
like
like
the gas station buy stuff and things like that. So.
That's what I was wondering. Like what?
Yeah. So like I think it's like 5 points to a gallon. So like once you reach like, I think it's like 100 points is like 10 cents off or some shit like that. You know. I'm usually
only putting like 5 gallons in my car at a time. We'll be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
So, moral of the story is, guys, if you have somebody dealing with Alzheimer and you want them to remember and have a beautiful ending to their existence, buy a fucking Chevy. That's what I got. Buy a fucking Chevy.
But my overall point is like that's the kind of shit I get. The shit that's like that makes you want to cry. But then I think to myself, there's no way in hell that these guys are getting this. No shot. These guys aren't getting shit like this.
So I think I know where you're going with this because I was gonna ask right now though too. I was like, I've noticed in my feed like what is obviously aimed towards me, but then I see shit where I'm just like, I don't really care about this. Yeah, why is this on here? And then I think to myself, I'm like, it's those guys. The fucking algorithm is feeding me shit off of theirs, and so I'm just like, for Steve, like for example, I always get gym shit, and I'm just like, I don't relate. I don't care about this.
Wait, what gym shit do you get?
It's just
I just got beef patties, fucking how to or like advice.
Shit.
No, this is like legit. How to strengthen your weak knees, your bad knees, basically. And I was wondering stuff like that, but I'm not gonna look it up because I don't want that content. Stupid shit. I don't need it. But yeah, so I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, that's like a neat, easy way to do it. I'm pretty sure I would still fuck up my knee doing it a little bit, but the whole point is to like strengthen it so you don't, you get past that. So I was watching that and I was like, oh, okay. And then some dude like stitched it and said, yes, this is actually really good. You could do this kind of method with it or this alteration, so it's even easier for your first couple times. But the idea is you don't have that assistance and you're doing it all on your own. And it's, I think, like you're on a box, one knee, and then you're like dipping. You're like doing squats, and when your heel touches the ground, you come back up.
Yeah, I know what they're.
So I was like, oh,
they're painful.
Yeah, sounds like it would hurt. But yeah, so that's what I saw today.
Mobility.
It was literally like
so that's what I get off of Steve. At least that's what I'm like pretty sure that's like all Steve's shit bleeding into mine.
Beef Patty, if you hear this, I love you. Continue.
And then like from you, Lee, I think I don't know because I'm like. Obviously, like some gay stuff will come up where it's like people talking about gay issues. Not saying that is like,
no, that's for me.
Yeah,
for sure.
I figured that's Lee, and then it's just like kind of comedy within the gay community too.
Yeah, it's you, dude.
And I'm just like, okay, that's Lee. Richard. But then I also get like quirky little animated videos of like people like drawing shit to like these like voiceovers things already. I don't know why, because
of like sounds and people are animating like the sound basic. Yes, I get those. Yeah,
I'm over it. Like anytime those come up, I just skip because I'm like, personally, I don't like them that much anymore. I'm like, eh.
It was like a theme for a while, and then it's
I used to get them a lot, and I'm trying to think what was the interest. It was something recent. I think it was like a D&D thing, or it was I can't remember what it was specifically, but I got that a little bit again because it was like a passing thing, and then I got it again today also. There's a new sound going around. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's the Lethal Company video of these two guys walking into a tunnel. There's a mine on the floor. Oh, Lethal Company is a game. It doesn't matter. There's a mine on the floor, and he's like, "Oh, a mine!" And then you hear something crunch, and he turns around, and his friend's being dragged by a monster. And he's like, "No, bring him back! He's mine! No!" So that's the whole like voice clip, but somebody added in like an anime song behind it, and then some like after a bunch of people asked for it, then somebody in the comments like there's that one comment that said, "Okay, now somebody animate this with this sound, with the original fucking voice or sound effect, and put it up." And I saw the finished product today. It was an animated voice version or an animated version of that sound, basically. And I was like, oh, sick. I thought I like it. And it's funny because the one comment that I see for every like Lethal Company video is like Lethal Company is bringing out next like quarters fucking voice actors or whatever. It's making voice actors. I'm like, yeah, I feel that. People get into it. It's funny.
I still haven't played it. I keep skipping over videos for it because I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Me too, but it's hard. Like, not seeing anything. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the whole premise is for the most part, so that's also good. Yeah. But it's just the whole fact is like, when you scroll onto it, like it's almost immediate that what the thing is. So I'm like,
yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm like, wait, no, I don't want to know anything. Like I know it's supposed to be scary, but I'm like,
So we're talking about how like other people's algorithms bleed. I'm like, who the fuck gets all the Spanish ones? Because I get a shit ton of Spanish ones now, dude.
You know who? And maybe it's for you, Joseph. Joseph gets a lot of Spanish shit, and he sends me a lot of Spanish shit. I'm just like,
that makes sense. Okay,
think that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
dude, he's super Hispanic.
Ew.
He likes to send me all the Central American ones. I'm like,
what's our girlfriend? Sorry, wife. Wait,
no, they're still girlfriends. I think they haven't.
No, they're engaged. No,
they haven't. I don't know.
Fiance. Okay, fine. That's fine.
Whatever. Partner.
Baby mama.
Is it his? I'm done. Never mind. I give up. I'm tired.
She's Hispanic.
Is it her name America or some shit like that? Okay, that's why I thought it was funny.
Apparently, it was like common in fucking.
It's very
Hispanic.
common.
I've never heard it.
She's like the fifth person I hear.
The only time I've ever heard it.
I think I might have heard it once, and it was a girl that was in my elementary school public one for like 2 weeks to a month, and then she left. So I was like,
okay. I know a bunch of them. They're all the same thing. It's just Mary. Like that's what they go by.
No, I never heard it. And I was just like, your dad probably likes soccer a lot. I don't know. What?
Who knows?
What?
I heard something different. It was so fucked up. I was like, oh, right. It didn't even make sense, but like when I heard, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Socked her?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my god! Dude,
that's why I didn't say anything. I just laughed. I was like, "Oh no, keep that one." Nope.
All right. Well, anyway.
But
so anyway, sorry. Along with the bleeding shit. So also because of the sad shit, I don't know whether it's from you two. Probably leave depending on what he's saying now, or considering that he's like saying that he watches them. Like I just skip them now. Like anytime it's like, like where they like even like love shit where it's like, oh my boyfriend girlfriend took me to blah blah blah, and I'm just like I don't care. Swipe. I'm just like.
I'm trying to think. What was the last sad thing I saw? Oh, I saw one that was literally before we even fucking started recording on the camera. It was the best of 2023, and it was the videos. It's not sad really, but it makes you feel. It was the guys that would go up to people just sitting there and give them like a note that they wrote, and it's always just like an inspirational thing to say or something like that, like what you miss today will be forgotten tomorrow.
Yeah, something corny,
something like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then there was one that I can't remember it, but the whole reason I even brought up the whole topic was because this TikTok that I watched a little while back was like, oh, I'm tired of being the fucking poet. I kind of want to be a poem. I want to have a poem about me. And I thought about that, and I feel that, and not in the sense of like being that creative, like writing a poem about someone, but putting like the energy and love and kind of being outwards with my affection towards people. I feel like it's not good. I feel like it's a waste of energy now. I don't want to be the poet. I don't want to try anymore. I'm kind of tired, and it's really fucking aggravating, and it sucks thinking about, like, I've always bitched about being the friend that wants to have someone talk to me first and not be the one that puts in the energy, or even dating someone, having someone be interested more than me than I am with them. But yeah, I'm just kind of just tired of all of it. I kind of just want to be the one that's considered and not be the one that's being considerate.
Yeah.
I want to have a poem about me, not be the poet. I'm kind of tired. That shit's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
You know which ones I get and I don't skip over? The guy, the Hispanic kid who takes like the older men to like Disneyland. Like he like
I skip over those two now.
I like those.
Yeah, those ones are cute.
I'm so like sorry.
They're just funny.
I've seen two of those.
It's just funny.
Maybe
They're
three.
like, it's always funny because I'm like, that guy looks like my uncle.
No, it's because that guy does like the videos of like him going to the vendors, like the fruit people, or
no, that's somebody else.
Is it not? Oh, okay.
That's somebody else. Yeah, somebody else.
I was thinking of that guy, and I was just like, see, after a while, I just like, okay, I get it, and good for him, good for them.
There's literally this guy who like his viewers like donate money to him, like the other one, and like instead of like he like goes and like, you know, it's known, it's very known now, like people who can't get jobs, like especially in the Hispanic community, like they look for work, and they'll stand like in front of a Home Depot and like hope someone who's a contractor will pick them up and like get a day's worth of work. This guy literally takes them to Disneyland, like, and then at the end of it, like gives them the whole like experience of a Disney trip, and then he gives them like a day's worth of pay at the end of it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So it's like, you know, so like it's just, I don't know. I always see those because I'm like, that's cute. Like,
yeah,
you could tell these people like they work their whole lives, they don't have fun. So, you know, you see older gentlemen like having the time of their lives. Like a lot of them like, man, if I tell my wife, she's gonna be pissed. I like Hispanic men.
True, I like watching those and interacting with those kind of videos because I think it also, like, in the grand scheme of things, promotes that more to people's feeds, and people are gonna watch, and some people might be inclined to donate to the guy and stuff like that. You know, the only reason why he's able to do it is because of you know, viewership. So I like that kind of stuff. I watch stuff like that. And I'll watch stuff about like Native American or Indigenous people. I'll watch stuff like that. I think that stuff's really important and cool.
See,
I still get horror stuff.
You take that. Oh, okay, well, you know what? Whatever. You take that stuff, and it's like, because I know specifically one person here doesn't like for example, Mr. Beast all that much, like his shit. Because a lot of people say like, oh, he's just fucking using them for views and shit like that. And I'm just like, I mean, in a way, but it's like a lot of, if not the majority of that money ends up going back towards helping anyway. So it's just like, what's the difference? In
the foundations, right?
I think the main thing is that the amount of money that he gets comparative to the amount of money that he's putting out, it's not that it has to be 50-50, but it almost feels like there's an imbalance almost.
Well, I mean,
to be fair, how though? I genuinely don't see how it doesn't like seem like that, because the dude's paying for fucking surgeries, for example, for like people who you know, cataract surgery, for example, like the one where he's curing blindness and shit like that. And then on top of that
is fine. I just think that like the other stuff,
you have to keep in mind that like, yes, like in his videos he donates an X amount. I'm sure there's an income for him, of course, right? Like there could be. I don't honestly know how he makes his own living. He still has to pay his people. He still has to pay for all the stuff that he like does. Some of his videos are entertaining or for fun, and majority of them do go to it. But you have to keep in mind that like he has all these like donation like foundations that he doesn't put on camera. Like he doesn't have to talk about it, but he has like I think there's like 4 or 5 under him that he like donates to specific things, and it's not like a couple hundred, couple thousand. No, he's like pumping money into it like religiously, and it's like he has that, and those are things he doesn't show on camera, but. He owns a couple foundations that he gives money, and I know he's very generous when it comes to like donating, because yeah, like he makes a lot of money, but I don't think what he makes to like on camera, yeah, like I'm sure there's more, but it's all like donated money, and it like kind of
he has a whole channel that's literally just dedicated to donating to charity,
to donations, yeah.
And then whatever. This isn't a fucking suck Mr. Beast's dick type of thing. It's just like all I'm saying is it's the same thing. He's putting out videos. You know what? Depending on how much.
If you see us, sponsor us, please.
Sponsor us.
I'll eat your chocolate on camera for free, dude.
He got sued. You know that?
I know he did. Yeah.
Fucking because one of his peanut butter chocolate is called D's Nuts. It's so stupid. But apparently there's an actual company called D's Nuts. Like DEE''S nuts.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's too close, so copyright. You had to stop.
Of course.
And I'm just like, whatever. It's stupid. What are you looking up?
I am being a cynic.
I know you are.
He's trying to find the counter towards Mr. Beast.
Well, yeah, because I'm curious because I know so there's this whole thing about when you're donating something, you should go out of your way to donate it yourself to like a whatever thing, because when you do it through companies or through big conglomerates or big stores like
you could tax write it,
yeah, McDonald's, Walmart, or whatever, they get tax write-offs because they're donating, and it's like a philanthropist type of thing, and that's they save money in the long run, so it doesn't really make sense the amount of money that they're saving and the amount of money that's being donated when they themselves could be doing way more than what the fuck they're doing, especially considering how much damage they do to the environment anyways. Yada 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 yada, green warrior, all that stuff. So I was just curious about is Mr. Beast considered like a company, and him donating or whatever, like I'm pretty sure he's going through his whatever means. I would assume he's not just like doing it himself, I would guess, but that's what I was looking for. I was wondering if he's going through the middleman, and is the middleman getting a write-off, which happens to be his team or his company, which in the grand scheme of things he's making and saving more money, or is he just doing it himself, like with what is recommended, and putting that money out there and doing that. I was just curious because I know about the whole like you doing that through like big corporates and stuff like that is not good. So that's what it's crazy.
Curious. This isn't to throw like shade at you, but it's always crazy to me to think like, so there's this person, right? Obviously it's Mr. Beast that we're talking about. And it's like, he gives so much money and gives so much like he really does try to make a change in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying still. And it's like, there's people who really think like he's doing it for a profit. And it's crazy because I'm like, it's literally a genuine guy who just wants to like, from what it looks like, and from like his entire background is he's just wants to help out, and like he genuinely wants to change people's lives and make other people's lives more livable and sustainable in whatever means, right? But like people are so like fucked in the head nowadays especially with YouTubers or like public figures that they think that there's never like
just skeptics.
It's never just because. It's like, no, he's out for something. It's like, dude, really it's just because like.
Well, what I was thinking, or not thinking, but I think it's a no duh, it's for profit. No shit, it's for profit. That's how he gets his viewership. That's how he gets paid. The only reason why he's able to do what he's doing is because he gets sponsored by companies that know his videos get the amount of views that it gets. Basically the whole YouTuber thing. Obviously, you're gonna get sponsors, all the views, that equates to money, and then he's obviously smart, so he knows what to do and where to invest and stuff like that. After doing the initial, like, he put it all into the business and then got like fucking tenfold back. Like that, his model works. So I think it's people that are upset. Like that is the one thing that they're upset about. Kind of trip me up. I think it's fine for him to be doing all these things and helping people out. But I think where my problem is in the root of it all, like in like the whole base level of it, like you could have just done this and you didn't need to make a video about it. But he wouldn't be making money. There's no way he could be paying for it. That's the thing. Yeah. So it's like, I just feel like in the future, it would be cool if he just makes money through passive income and then is still doing, maybe not as much, but is still doing some type of donation and bettering the environment or, the world or society as it is. But, that's Lee's imaginary land that I've mentioned time and time again on this podcast, where it's a magical fairyland and we're all having a good time.
If he were to do that, he wouldn't be making as big of an impact nearly as much as he is right now, which is like, in some ways it's like, okay, well, he doesn't have to do that much of anything. But then at the same time, people start making the argument where it's like, rich people should just be giving all their money to certain to charity or whatever.
I personally believe that rich people should be giving a portion of their riches to the communities or wherever they're like making this content or anything that their product, whatever their product may be, I think should go back into the community that they're,
I think they should be paying taxes
or whatever.
Like a minimum, like comparatively, they should be They should be, fucking giving a lot more to taxes than they are.
Pay their dues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But on top of that, it's like, just to go back to Mr. Beast, it's like, at least he said time and time again, where it's just he doesn't care about the money. I don't know if that's true or not, whether he's just him kind of being, putting on a face or whatever. He says,
I was gonna say, I feel like that's a rich person
because he's given a bunch of his shit away. He said that he doesn't want anything.
His own personal shit.
That when he's like at his end, like he doesn't care what's around him as long as he knows that he made an impact. Whether money and all that shit. But I think, like, legitimately with him, I think all it is just from the way he's talked about when he was a kid, like, all he cares about is just, views and doing YouTube, like, just for fun. Which is, like, it's kind of crazy to us because, in a way, like, we associate YouTube and all that stuff with money now. Like, that's all we think. It's like, these people are doing it because they want money. And in the majority, that's true. But I think in the small cases where it's like him, I think it really is just... They just have fun with it, and they got rich off of the process because, whether it's for a good cause or it's just because people really like them, they just somehow make money off of it. But
right, I don't know. Yeah. What I said earlier, that sounds like a rich person thing to say, saying that you don't really care about the money. It's like, yeah, I feel like you could say that when you have money and you kind of don't have like that fear of like financial ruin a bit. So like. I don't know anyone that I know that says that and they're in like a bad spot with money, you know?
Yeah. I mean, even on his first fucking sponsorship, like when he first got his big bag for as far as like money came, he just gave it away. He said, fuck it, I'm just giving it away. It'll, come back as like revenue because of the views. And then that way I can give even more away. And I'm just like, fair, fuck it. You know what? Can't tell you like, that's not a good thing. Yeah. Now everybody just kind of wants to be part of the videos.
It's hard to say like that statement you said, like, oh, like, like these people don't care about like because they're rich, and like obviously we see it in the standpoint of like financial struggles because we're a perfect case in our generation that like, we're financial stability
classified poor.
Yeah, we're poor as a whole. It doesn't even matter. It's like, haha, you're poor, I'm poor too. But no, what I'm saying is like, like, if you really think in the grand scheme, like, there's a lot of wealthy people. I can't say rich. There's a lot of wealthy people or well-off people, right? But a lot of people like genuinely make money and like they're not famous. Doesn't mean they're probably not humbled. Like, there's a lot of like smart, rich people or wealthy people who like spend on the bare minimum for themselves because they understand how money works or like the way their profits work and like how they can afford it. Obviously here and there, I'm sure they like they'll spend, they'll like bougie out a little bit, rock something branded because they can afford it. But I think like as a society for us is like we're given those like that look of like, oh, if you look the part, you'll fit the part. Realistically, we're buying shit that we probably shouldn't and we can't afford, but we afford it because we save our money for that specific thing. These people have the money and they invert it and convert it and then kind of flip it, you know? So it's like that's why you see a lot of non-knowing rich people look like shit, or they're wearing fucking sweats or like a beat tee because they don't care about the money. As long as there's food on their table, they don't care or what they're wearing. Like they don't need to flaunt it. And those are smart people who spend it. Obviously YouTubers and stars, like the big thing is like how glamorous can you look to these people, to the regular common folk, which is us.
It's part of the product, which is you. So you have to make the product look good.
Exactly.
But but I think still that still kind of like I still don't think that people that are still humble livings, even though they aren't they have money or they're well off or they're comfortable, I still don't think you're ever going to hear them. I still think that you'll hear them say like, oh, what was the fucking saying, Richard? That money's not that big of a deal, or the whole.
He doesn't care about money. Or?
I guess so. Yeah. That it's not about the money, or he doesn't care about the money. It's like, so that's somebody comfortable can say that.
Let me ask you this: if you won the lottery tomorrow. If you won the lottery tomorrow, you paid everything off and you're chilling with a big wad of money and you know you're going to be fine. Are you going to say that because you know you can't humble? You're like you come from humble beginnings.
Yeah, I don't think so, you know? because I can think like an accident can like turn everything around. Like let's say like universe forbid anything happens to like more than one family member, like all that money could just go away. It's so fast. It's so fucking expensive to live in this country. It's so fucking expensive to live here.
I think so. In the Midwest ain't that expensive.
Yeah.
No, I just like just in general, like just living in the US, like that is pricey, you know, like medical, dental, like everything like that, things that are like just commodities of life and that are kind of out of your control. That accidents happen, disease happens, it's out of your control. You have no say so for the most part, and you get fucking charged an arm and a leg for trying to fight for your life to live. God damn, that shit sucks. So that's why I'm like, I think if that were to happen, yeah, I don't think I would ever say that, because I'd still be, my anxiety wouldn't let me like come out of that fear mindset of like it could be gone.
I don't know. I think when the people who do say it's not about the money, it's because they're doing something it's cheesy, out of love for that thing, out of I don't need anything else but this type of thing. Like, for example, I'll throw this out. If I were to ever get famous / my music career was actually like, you know, took off, and I was able to do nothing else except write music and perform. And what's it called? Yeah. As long as I could do those things and, you know, obviously food and water and all that stuff, I wouldn't care about how much more I had. All I care is that, okay, I still get to do this. This is my reality / this is what I get to do. Yeah. This is my life.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, when you put it in that perspective, that makes a little more sense. Like when you do something that you love or you're passionate about, and like you put your heart and soul into it. For example, like you said, you're if it was your music career, or like Mr. Beast and helping people, or whatever, like, you know, whatever it is that he like bases his entire life existence for. It's like these are people who do love doing these things. They do it out of like the kindness of their heart. So like that makes more sense.
I think for him, it's like if he does get anything from those things, it's just, I like to say this about Steve, like it's the little praise kink, where it's just like he pays for their thing and they're just like, oh my God, thank you so much. And then they get teary eyed and it's just that feeling of like, damn, I did that, you know?
Yeah, he does.
He has a little bit of praise kink.
I think we saw it was like on stream the last time.
That's because Richard spends most of his time criticizing and talking shit to me.
It wasn't even Valorant. So that's 2
places. It was Overwatch.
It's on Valorant, it's on Overwatch, and it's on here. It's like, damn. Oh my God.
He was just he literally said, praise me.
This guy just wants a pat on the head, dude. That's all he wants. And we're not giving it.
It's funny that I only do it with you guys, probably because
you care about our opinions more. Oh my God.
You guys talk the most shit too. So it's like, yeah. It's like, you know, there's like trauma behind like me, you know, behind me with you guys. So
Wow.
Where are his triggers?
You don't trigger me. I sleep soundly. I don't give a fuck.
He wakes up in a cold sweat. They didn't praise me hard.
The next time you want to sleep in my bed, you're sleeping outside.
Oh shit. I'll sleep. Oh wait, never mind. Thor sleeps inside.
Nope. Thor sleeps inside.
You're right. All right. Well, I don't know how the fuck we just ended up there, but what's it called? I had a little thing somewhat prepared. I was just like, it's just a little game / just. It's just most likely, like who's most likely to do blah 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 blah. I found like a few questions.
Funny! It's like a yearbook. Who's most likely to live in a hole?
Did you have issues? Like actually?
Okay, he pointed at himself. By the way,
I'm trying to think.
For listeners only.
Me?
Jesus, I just found 3, and I was just like, okay, I feel like these are kind of like insightful. First one is who's most likely to be on a reality show and best at it?
Best at it?
Yeah, as in like who would be like say if it was a reality show where for some reason that like it was one of those what the fuck was that show that you guys said? It was like a game show also where you had to compete to be the last one.
Oh, the Real World?
No, the challenge or the road rules. Big Brother 2. Yeah, Big Brother.
Well, Real World's
they don't do challenge on there. Real World is just fucking Jersey Shore, but for white people. That's exactly what Real World was.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do like
Bachelor.
Jersey Shore. Who would be most likely on it and like say become a fan fave, and then like you're saying like Big Brother, like Big Brother.
Lee's like fan faved in like on our pod.
True.
Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna say. I feel like who is most likely to be on, like who could get on one. I think Steve can get on one. Fan favor or like one that would like work it or whatever. I think that'd be me.
Yeah,
I could see Steve just like he's in the right spot, right place, right time, and he's like, yeah, sure, why not? I don't really go out a whole lot, not because I'm a shut-in or anything. You just don't, you know.
You call yourself a gremlin.
I mean, my friends don't live near me. What do you expect me to do? I'm not like you. I don't go out solo tripping it out or whatever. I did that recently.
I was like, you did.
Yeah, but I don't make it like a fucking, you know, a thing. So that's why I was like, what am I supposed to do? My only friend that lives nearby is fucking engaged with her girlfriend, and the other two live a fucking $50 Uber drive, and my car's not working right now. So like, when you want me to do? And it was like that before. Like if I go with them, we're gonna drink, and so like I can't really like drive and over there and hang out with them. And if I'm gonna hang out with you guys in person, what the fuck are we gonna do? That's not gonna cost money or like whatever, you know, like. Not to say that was what was holding it up before, but like, what would we have done? Eat?
We could do other things than drink, you know?
Like, yeah, but like, what else then? Like, eat, drink, go to a movie, or play video games. And if we're gonna play video games and drink and eat, we could do that at home. And so, like, hello. What do you expect? So that's what I was saying. Can we go to the people that are out the most? I felt you want to go to the zoo. You think we would go to the zoo?
I love the zoo.
I don't. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Fucking the podcast goes to the zoo.
I'm changing my tire. I'm changing my tires at the end of the month, so we could take my car to go to the SD zoo. I'm down for the drive.
Okay.
I'll
hit up Miso and be like, meet up
at the zoo.
Hell yeah. Miso loves going out too.
I'm just saying at the zoo.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, that's why I think Steve is out more, so he'd get spotted or he'd go for it and then get in. But I think most likable out of the three of us, I think it'd be me.
And then what if they added the Big Brother element where you had to do like shit, you know?
Steve. Yeah. I think personality wise still me, but I think Steve obviously would like perform well at the challenges if they were like physical and stuff like that, which they do end up being. So they
have a voting element on those too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who would get voted out first? I think me. I think I'd get voted out first.
Yeah, you'd fight with everybody.
I feel like it'd be me,
like, or the guy with the spank face.
I feel like I'd make it out of the I'd be fine in the like I wouldn't be voted out first, but like because I think when people first meet me, it's not really like, you know, all of me. It's usually just like hey girl, hi, you know, like really stereotypical, like gal's best friend, gay dude. That's kind of how I am.
Yeah.
But with the whole like pothead smoker kind of vibe to it. But I think once I get comfortable with people and get to know them, and that's when the like the opinionative vocal lead comes out. So I think I'd be voted out by like
everybody.
Episode 2, episode 3.
Yeah. I would say like 4.
And four if everybody's vibing with the fact that I'm like, it's common sense. What the like if people like vibe with that energy.
You'll get those people that will be like, oh, we'll stick with him. He'll get voted out, not us. And then it's like they'll stick to like episode 4.
So that's how that would work. But yeah,
who's more likely to cry in one of those shows?
oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah.
We literally just went over how we're skipping over the emotional shit.
Yeah, and I'm like just diving into it. But yeah, no, I think that's exactly how that would work out. Yeah, I don't know.
I just want to go home.
I don't even know what kind of like fucking reality show I would even see you on. Richard, I can't picture you on a reality TV show like at all, unless it's like for some reason it takes 3 friends to sign up, and that's the only thing I could see it happening if the 3 of us are like, yeah, sure, fuck it.
I don't think I would be on either.
Yeah.
But then that kind of like, I don't know why, I just started thinking of the Hunger Games. And I was just like, what would say you had a year to train, you had to go. You somehow had to fucking go. Suicide is not an option.
It's like signing up to like if you're Korean, you have to sign up for the military. I guess
so.
I mean, at least they make it out of that bitch. I ain't making out of the 100 games. What the fuck? No matter how much time I'm gonna train, bro. What am I gonna say? Fatness Everdeen? What the fuck you talking about?
That's crazy.
All I'm saying is, what would your strategy be?
For real.
What would your strategy be going in?
Blowing the competition away. Oh fuck. I don't even like, what could I build up in a year? I could lose some weight, sure. I'd work on my cardio because that's the worst, and I'd work on arm strength. That's all I could think of. I would be Fatness Everdeen. I'd get a bow because that feels like far enough away.
You need arm strength for that.
That's why I would just work on arms and legs. That's all I would do. I wouldn't even give a shit about my core or anything like that. It's just a lot of like, as long as I can lift myself up and I can like run farther than I already do, then that's fine. Okay, then cool. Okay. I still die. No shot of making it out alive.
What if you like teamed up with somebody or like other people?
I don't even know what my fucking
team up with other people. Get to the point where
way to the top 3.
I think that's my strategy. Is like on top of like
suck people.
No,
I was like, suck your way to the top 3,
dude. Hell yeah!
Don't kill me. Why? Shit. No, but it's like you get good at some things. I don't know. I think I would pick archery too, or something that's like I could do from long distance.
Yeah, because I don't know if I don't think I can get close to someone realistically, and like I'm thinking like, fuck, first movie Hunger Games, it's in a forest, shit's a lot of shit, there's branches, sticks everywhere, like my big old cheeks, hell no, dude, I'm gonna sound like I'm stepping on fucking Cheetos or some shit. I'm here to kill you.
He's just eating a snack
and just fall over.
He's like eating the crunchy shit. Like, what the fuck is that?
It's like, what is that sound? We're on dry land. It's just Leon is
That's crazy.
Eat the berries.
I think I would like want to master like how to use like a fucking javelin spear. Because you could use that.
You get it.
Well, I mean, you don't fucking just throw it at anybody, like because that's a 2-in-1. That's like a long. That's distance and fucking like you can use it as close range.
They're coming at you. Hold on, let me get a running start.
Wait, I missed.
No, dude, it's like the movie. It's a short one, so that shit fucking flies.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's like a long range pole, basically, but you also have something to throw.
I was thinking, I want the bow and arrow. I want a knife for closer engagement for whatever reason.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But my whole plan is you get the group going and then play up I forget what they're called, sponsors, I guess.
Yeah.
Where they send you gifts and shit. You just gotta fucking play them, and then honestly, like, you become the fan favorite or whatever.
If the 3 of us could be on a team, I'm pretty sure I can convince people to think that one of us are romantically involved with me, and then we could try to get that kind of thing. It would literally. Who wants to be my Peter?
Steve, I'm gonna need you to take one for the team.
It's just Richard painted on the rock.
We're having a discussion, and Richard just melts into the wall.
I'm thinking
like, pick him up and be like,
it's just like, I'm camouflage, and then just him wearing camo fucking shorts.
Shit. Bro, John Cena.
Oh, shit. You can't see me.
All right.
Big ass spinner belt.
All right. Second one was, who's most likely to join a cult?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I feel like you'd be convinced into that shit.
No, I feel like I'd be too like. I'm too opinionated. I'm not like that much of a follower, or like just blindly go with something. I have a lot of questions for stuff.
I think
I don't think any of us then. What? Why me?
I think
I wouldn't join a cult
for the same praise king.
What
if they put you in
it'd be like a working out like type of thing or some shit like that. Like
no.
you met like you met somebody at the gym and then you hung out with them for a while. They were like really like charming, and then they invite you to hang out with their friends, and then their friends all like are into this one thing. They all hang out at this one place, and they invite you to come, and then you're like, all right, down. You show up,
socialize.
Yeah, no, but then it turns out like it's a bigger group.
It's just a fucking orgy.
When they get there, they're like, oh, like it's like a lodge, you know, like there's a uniform, so you have to put this on. So they convince you to put on like a little like poncho or whatever, something that's really easy. Like it's like the newbies to put it on like right away. And then they throw on some festivities, and then slowly they integrate you into their fucking weird workout cult where they kill goats and you guys drink their blood for their muscle or some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hollywood, hire me.
I don't know.
What, dude?
That sounds like a C-rated movie if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, Richard, you don't like a lot of movies.
He also doesn't watch a lot of them either.
That's true. You know what? Do it. I won't watch it.
I don't think any of us would join a cult. We're not stupid enough. That's the thing. But you gotta be really fucking like, either you gotta be really invested in like truly. It's always crazy to me how like people really are truly invested into these things, and like they're the only ones who see it. I mean, and everyone else is like.
I'm gonna be honest. Like from my perspective, like religion's a cult. So it's
it is. Yeah, 100%.
So it's just like you don't have to be stupid to be part of a cult. You just have to be
really
willing to believe in something. You could, and honestly, just vulnerable.
You have to be. Yeah, you have to be low. You have to be low enough. You have to be low enough in like some type of, not low, like just, I don't want to say not weak either. That's fucked up. It's more like in a vulnerable state. You have to be very vulnerable. I feel like
weak-minded.
No, I don't want to say that. I don't know.
Easily manipulated.
All right.
I don't want to say that either. I think vulnerable. I feel like vulnerability is like an easy thing to kind of like tack onto. And like latch onto, so I feel like that kind of like helps, which makes the like vulnerability makes the most devout followers. Let's be honest. So yeah, out of the three of us though, yeah, I think Steve, like just out of my own, like that one random fucking instance, some baddie convinces him to drink the punch.
Some baddie?
I don't know. I feel like a girl can convince you to do a lot if she's like good enough and has your ear.
Actually not.
All I'm saying is like, say they put you in a spot where they take you to this group or whatever, and they just constantly give you like I said, the praises, senior praises type of thing.
My God, your fucking thighs are fucking out of this world. He's like, yeah, thanks. Fucking lifts up his shorts. You see that? You see that tattoo? That's Kakashi.
It's on my arm, not on my leg.
No fucking no. You got him somewhere on your body. Point is, it's on a muscle. Point is, look at these thighs.
That is a muscle, though.
That is a muscle. Yeah.
Good job.
Anyways.
You know what? To play along, sure, yeah, like I'll be the one.
I think.
Well, because I don't like. That's what I was saying though. Like, I do agree. I don't think any of us, but that's like the only thing I can think of. Because me and Richard don't function like that with like people for the most part either.
Like to the point where I don't know. I just wouldn't even Yeah, like what you're saying. We don't interact with people to the point where I'd be like, I don't know, I'd give any thought to what they thought, you know? Which, not saying that you put super heavy thought into that. I'm just saying, you can't have something happen to you if you're never putting yourself in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's what I think.
Okay. Cool.
Go join your sex
He's
cult.
mad that we think he joined the sex
I'm not
cult,
mad.
you guys.
A sex. What the fuck? How did you go from the gym to
Well,
sex?
cults are all about sex.
Listen, dude. If you're,
I don't think so, dude.
you can look like Channing Tatum and what's the movie The End of the World? Is that what it is? With all the fucking
This is the end.
Oh, and he turns into a fucking.
And he's a he's a little gimp, looking leather baby. Yeah, that could be
to
Steve.
who?
Fuck. Some fucking nerdy ass dude. Isn't it the dude that played McLovin? Isn't that the actual isn't that the actor?
What was it?
Like,
It was to him?
It was Michael
I
Cera.
think so. It's not Michael Cera's like Michael
he's
Cera
like addicted to
dies.
drugs. Yeah, he's just addicted to drugs.
He dies in like the beginning.
No.
Yeah. Michael Cera, yeah. He dies in the hole with Rihanna, I think.
I'm lucky. I can't.
Yeah, I want to see Channing.
No, I think he falls. He falls because like they throw his coke falls and he like runs after it.
Oh, it's the dude. Oh, fuck. I don't know what this guy looks like.
The guy from Pineapple Express, no?
Yes.
The guy who plays Red.
I think he's the dude from Pineapple Express, yeah.
The one that nobody likes is he's eating all the food and drinking all the shit. Like they wake up and he's like cooking breakfast, like all their reserves.
Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride.
Yeah.
Yes.
Danny McBride.
Found at the exact same time. Yeah, Danny McBride. He's the gimp for Danny McBride, and this is the end. So, Steve could do that. To circle it back.
I'm a gimp. Yeah, from a cult to a gimp. That's crazy.
I feel like that's a little bit better.
Yeah, sure.
At least having fun. I mean, you have fun in both. Technically, if you're inducted in the cult, you got to that point. Yeah, but I feel like gimp, you don't have to be inducted. You just gotta really like sex.
Look, I'll join the cult as long as it's not like some shit like Manson shit.
What?
Drink the punch. Anyways, Richard, what was the third thing?
Third one is who's most likely to fall asleep during sex, but I think we both know who. No?
Fall asleep during sex?
Yeah.
Is it Steve again?
Oh, no, okay, guess not. I was thinking Lee.
Is it me? I don't think I've ever fallen asleep during sex before.
Never fallen asleep.
I swear one
sex.
of you has told me that you have.
That's why. I don't think because he was like, oh, we both know. So that's why I was like, is it
just
Steve?
fucking pointing finger? I was like, I don't remember fucking saying
just instigating shit by not even wanting to.
Well, see, because I thought to myself, I'm like, I know it's not me. I've never mentioned or said anything like. I don't think that's ever happened to me. So is it Steve? That's what I was like.
No, I was thinking you, Lee. I was thinking you because I know that you told. This is like. Maybe a little TMI. I don't know if you're okay with me saying it. I can edit it out with you saying that sometimes.
Edit it.
Well, sometimes that your mind just wanders.
Oh. My mind does wander, but it never gets to the point where I'm just like, oh, what? Like it doesn't get to that point. For sure, my mind will like just check out. Like if it's not fun or if I'm not like invested in what's going on.
Yeah,
like,
I've checked out.
Yeah. But I've never fallen asleep during. I've had somebody fall asleep immediately afterwards, like almost like at the drop of a dime. I've had that happen, but not during. Yeah. What? Oh, I thought
it's a good thing, though, right? If you fuck somebody like to the point where they fall asleep after because they're so tired or some shit.
That's what you. Oh no, I meant it more as like he was drinking before, and that's just like he just passed out. Like right, then. I think the same thing happened to me too because it was Halloween and he wore a penguin costume. And we did the first half in a penguin costume, and the second half was without the penguin costume.
You were playing with his icicle.
I was the egg that he had in between his legs.
Okay.
Isn't that the dad?
That is the dad. Why? That's my point. Because he's the guy, and in between his legs is where all this.
That's incest.
Okay, see, this is what happens when you put too much thought into it. God, no. And then we get to this point.
That's not too much thought. That's like the actual thing.
I feel like the actual thing is just me between his legs. But then if we go deeper into it, I mean, icicle. What the fuck, penguin? Ice. I mean, on ice.
Funny
because yes, ice. Exactly.
Ice, baby. Happy feet.
Yeah.
Still a dad.
I'm not your dad. You're not my dad.
Well.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Steven for sure join a sex call. Hell yeah.
Fall asleep during sex? No, I've never have.
Okay, so well, who is most likely to fall asleep during sex then? Between the three of us, who do we all think?
I'm still fuck me. I'm stuck between you two because I think you, whether that's because you're high and maybe you just get tired.
Yeah.
Or Steve because it's like after a workout.
I drank too much.
Or drank too much.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep where it's like
the plan is to have sex, but you didn't get to it.
But you don't get to it. Yeah, that's happened. But I think that's
never happened
normal.
with me. I could say that because
that's pretty good.
Because for me, my anxiety is pretty aggressive. Yeah. No, I get anxious. I get anxious in anticipation. Like I guess that's more of the word, but I can. It's almost similar feeling. See, normally it would, but people don't know how to. They don't know all the tricks. They don't. It's how to boring.
Choke your chicken
for the most but it's also for the most part people just don't really know what they're doing. And when I do tell them, they're either just
boring.
I want to get mine. Let me get mine, and then I'll get yours, and then the yours never happens because they got theirs and they're checked out immediately. So I'm like, okay,
sound like every girl.
Welcome to being, having sex with men. Tis the curse. You can't live with them. You can't live without them. You can't fuck. You want to fuck them, but you also don't. So, yep.
Yeah, but no, falling asleep like during sex never happened.
All right.
With the idea of like, oh, we're gonna get drunk and we're probably gonna like fuck after. It's like, yeah, it's happened where it's like.
I feel like, I guess with that in mind, if Steve worked out, went to go drink afterwards immediately because he had a date or some bullshit that.
I've done that. Like I've worked out and then like go drink and then like fucked. Like
cool.
I've never fallen asleep.
In like, San Francisco?
What? No. What the fuck?
Ew. Anyway,
so fucking weird, dude. Like you're actually fucking weird for still talking about this. And I'm gonna take another trip. And
this is the freebie. It's like a
this
freebie.
Is the fucking dynamic.
Don't tell me, Lord have mercy. You know what's funny? I told him I had talked about it with my mom because my mom and I had
his mom about it.
Also, keep going. I'll keep the thought in my head.
Oh, I was gonna say my mom and I will have like just powwows like to catch up because I just don't go up to them and talk to them about stuff. Sometimes I will, whatever, just to have a conversation. But I had to work with her on Monday. So she was like, so how are things? What's going on? So I was telling her about the podcast and how our dynamic was really put on display on the last one or the one before because of that whole like he said something and I thought it was fucking weird. So I pointed it out and then it became this whole like, so this is how our dynamic works. And then like explaining that. So then my mom was like, okay, so like what could have been done for it to be like avoided? Like what would have been like, what would have stopped you? Or like, what would have been the thing? And I was like, just don't tell me or lie and make it good. Because if you're lying and I catch you lying, it's going to be 10 times worse than if you just were like, oh, whatever about it, because if I know you're lying, then it's like, fuck, Jesus, that's a whole other can of worms to open up. So that's what I was saying. Don't tell me. And if you are gonna lie, make it good, but also not like to the point where it's like too good. And I'm just like, huh, weird. It's fun being my friend. I hope it's interesting.
You're weird.
It's interesting at the very least.
The fact that you're talking to me about your mom.
No. Okay, weird. So that was my I guess question / like. Observation.
Oh,
you talk to your mom, or I guess your parents, mostly your mom, about us and other things like that a lot. I'm just saying I don't
either.
I think it's because Yeah, we do. Not like all the time. I'll have like a re-up. We'll have like a re-up on like what's going on. I'll kind of just, I think it's kind of just, it's honestly, I think it's like a gay thing. But like it kind of pertains
let me ask you this.
Just having a kinky with your mom and stuff like that.
Do you pick and choose what you want to re-up with her? Like, does she know about the current situation with your other friends?
Yes. Yeah, I did. I told her about that. I did tell her about that. And the thing with her is that she's very much like, because I was explaining to her the whole fact of like, I have to like, I don't want to get too like specific on it.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I'm just trying to think because it like pertains to the conversation. Yeah. So social media, basically, I was explaining to her like certain things that happen with social media, kind of like in our everyday friendships and relationships, triggered responses that wouldn't happen with them.
Yeah, like
a like here or a comment there or whatever. What would happen with social medias and friends?
Mm-hmm. What was out of the norm of it? Yeah.
So that I was explaining that to her. And you know she'll listen, and she does it a lot better now, and I think that's why, because I could tell that there's like an effort to actually wanna listen and not just hear me.
Yeah.
And that's all I really ever want. I don't like being listened to. I like being heard and understood. And if I'm talking to somebody and I feel like it's like a waste of breath, and it just kind of circles back, this big old circle to circle back to earlier. I just don't want to feel like I'm wasting my time.
That makes sense.
That bothers the shit out of me. Like if I feel like I'm just being overlooked because of insert one thing here or not a good enough reason. So that's why because I'm kind of like my dad too in that aspect, because that's the same thing happens with my dad and his friends, not to this extent, but when they're in the group chat, for example, my mom uses that my dad will message the group chat and then one of them will message him directly. And to me, I was like, if one of you did that to me, I'd be like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? And my mom was like, that's exactly what your dad says or what he does. He's like, what the hell? And then he kind of goes on this thing where he's like, why are you messaging just me? What's going on? But then I told her, I'm like, oh, if that were to happen, if I messaged the group chat and only one of them got back to me, it's almost immediately followed up in that same message of why it's only me that they're responding to. Or I'll ask in like a second message or whatever after like the initial discussion. I'll be like, so why are you here, not in the group chat?
I feel like you'd screenshot it and then you'd ask in the group chat, like, why are you messaging me separately?
Oh no, I don't do that. That's a little much. Yeah. That's like inviting it, because that doesn't involve me. It only involves me when you explain it to me. And if I think I need to be involved in it, if it's like stupid enough, in my opinion, or something. Because if I message the group chat and it's one of you messaging me, then you both are like not vibing with each other for whatever reason, or something happened that I need to be directly addressed, then it's like, what the fuck? It has to be a good ass reason. And I love you guys, but I feel like you guys wouldn't have a good enough reason to not want to talk to each other. So I would assume it'd be a stupid fucking reason. I'd ring your asses. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think
Richard and I fight in private, then.
Well, I mean, see, that's the thing. That's again, to circle back to the beginning of it. My mom was like, so what's the solution? Don't tell me, or make a good enough lie. Or just so I could just be like, okay, sure, whatever. And just go on, because I told her in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to fucking forget about it. And I did forget about it until this motherfucker posted on a story and he fucking geotags it with somewhere. And I was like,
I put not home.
You're so fucking stupid. Oh my God. That actually, I was just like,
because I wasn't home.
You're so annoying. Oh my God.
Not home. What do you want me to say, dude?
You're such a subtle fuckboy. It's so aggravating sometimes, bro. Oh that's my crazy. God. You put this hand in the gym and he's like, somewhere.
I never put it in the gym.
What? No, but like just in general, like that, like I'm just like, oh, this bitch didn't do it before. Now he's doing it now. I'm just like, oh.
I will say it seemed very Tumblr.
Bro, I'm like, what a fucking irk. What an ick. Oh, it's like, oh my God. Dude. This is my friend. Oh, God damn you. But see, so again, my thing is, saw it, reacted, didn't like say anything to him. I was like, okay, whatever.
That's all I got now.
So
getting blocked from my stories now.
I mean, listen, I don't know why you're surprised. It's always, guys. It's always been like this,
guys.
you guys.
To be fair, it's always been like this. We don't like actually. There's no bad blood behind it.
Camera froze. There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it froze for like a second.
It's literally Lee just talking shit, and then it goes from one ear to the other. I'm like, I don't care. Like, my social media is my social. His shit is his shit. Like, I don't care. I genuinely like don't care for other people's opinion on like how I post or what I post. Even with you guys, it's like I'm never gonna fucking post something fucking wild, like where it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, type of thing. But it's like, but that shit is like that shit is so like nonchalant.
When Steve was posting wild shit, man, was the group chat crazy. I remember those days. I was like,
what wild shit?
I don't remember either.
Wait, you can edit it out, huh?
Sure, yeah.
Specifically,
We're back.
So to circle back, it's been like this for a very long time, ever since this incident or whatever. So it's not like, I don't know, it's not fucking new, and not that shouldn't make it okay, but also that's just kind of how I digest things that throw me a wild one or something. I don't know. Like, it bothers me 10 times more to not say anything because I feel like it festers, and then but when I put it out there, then it's like, okay.
So do you just feel like you have to voice your opinion to feel better about it?
I think so, but I think that also just kind of circles around to like my whole life and like my parents and stuff like that, not having like that voice, hence why I'm so opinionative, hence why like when we're out, I have to say something when anything's happening, when I notice some stuff or whatever, no matter how uncomfortable it may make my friends feel or me or like anybody else. I'm very much to the point where it's like, if I see something fucky that is fucky to me, then I have to point it out, because if I don't, then it bothers me. And I think that just goes back to like being a kid and not being able to like say anything and having like really, Latino dad responses to like you trying to voice your opinion as a kid. Like, I don't know if that helps. I'm pretty sure people that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't, just know that there wasn't any air to like really voice your opinion or kind of be your own person. So I think with that,
bro, my next 10 stories are all gonna say not home now.
I mean, that's fine. You could totally do that, because I know that that's just your way of responding to me. So that's why I'm like,
this is me fucking around, yeah.
Like, all right, cool. throw him off with one. It's just home.
It's like, you're not home. I know what your house looks like.
Right. Actually, that is true. So
weirdo. Anyway.
Yeah.
Actually,
I would actually think about that. Yeah, no, I would. But yeah, so I think that's just like kind of how like to fucking shrink their pies myself or whatever. I think that's the reason why.
That's fair.
I don't know. I don't really want to fix it for the most part, because I feel like having a voice and using it is better than not using it at all. I could tailor and polish it more.
I was gonna say,
so it's not so abrasive, but
I think it doesn't bother me as much because we've been friends for so long, and obviously like we have a dynamic, and we don't come. To be fair, and this is for a lot of people to give you guys an insider. Lee and I don't come from the best background as friends. Like, we had to grow into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had to really, really grow into it, and I don't get offended by it, or like it doesn't, like, you voicing your opinion, like, it doesn't bug me. It always just makes me laugh, because it's like, wow, you really put more thought into this than I did. Like, damn, I'm gonna let you start posting shit for me, because god damn. But yeah, no, like, I don't really like put that type of thought into it. I literally did it, and for a while I was like, what stupid shit can I tag? I was like, I'm not home. I was like, not home, and that was it. Like, I posted it, don't give a fuck, and I went on about my day.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the inside of Lee, and reason why the past, like, I think 2 episodes, you guys have gotten like a better glimpse. I'm not like this with everyone, mind you. But that's also kind of like, I've been told recently, especially, that that's also not like a good thing. If I'm going to be like this with most people, I should be like that with all people. But it's also kind of like,
yeah, you can't pick and choose the type of person you are around people.
But I also can't pick and choose like people, or I can't like expect people to be okay with all that. No, yeah, but I feel like you kind of create a friend with every group in your life. You know, you can't, like, you're not 100%. You're not you with us, like when you're with your mom, you know, or with just your dad. You're a different person.
That's
not a whole different person, but
we're talking about like just in the friend aspect, like you like if you're gonna be that way with them, then everyone else should expect that, because it's like, imagine the day that you want to set a group setting and like you want to invite people from different groups. You're not going to cater to each group differently. Like you're going to be the exact same person who you truly are. And then that's either going to be people be like, oh, that's just Lee. Or it's going to be like, fuck this guy. Like you're a piece of shit.
Right. No, I think that I'm a lot better at it now. Back in the day, back in high school and stuff like that, it was bad. I was like,
that's everybody.
This group knows I'm gay. This group knows me online. This group knows like this is my family, and then this is my like blah 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 or whatever. Like it was just so many different things. And I even had my friend recently tell me, he's like, I wanted to add you on Facebook or to message you on there, but like you got like fucking 5 accounts, and I was like, yep. How about you just tell me
which one to add,
what your account is, or just like message them all and I'll respond to the one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think for as long as I've known Richard, like he's the same person he is to like everybody. Like he's the only thing that I've ever like really seen Richard is like he comes off as a shy person at the beginning because he doesn't know them, but then either a few drinks or a few moments of spending time with them, like he just kind of is just his same vibrant self that he is.
Mm-hmm. You're so vibrant, Richard.
Thanks.
But
is it like, never mind.
What? Say it.
Nope.
Say it, pussy.
Maybe one day. Anyway,
you don't censor it here. What the fuck? You're gonna forget as soon as we go to sleep.
That's the point. Anyway, I don't even know. But we're so over time. I don't even know how the fuck we're gonna just whatever.
I don't know how we got there.
I don't either.
What does help though, I will say, is being able to talk about it with my friends. But also listening to like, I don't know, getting distracted. I think that's also my whole thing, to circle back at the very end, the very beginning to finish it off, was the streaming thing. I listen to music and I'll listen to like a bunch of shit. So that helps me distract and like kind of, I don't know, disconnect for a bit. And I think that's good. So, but this is what we've all been disconnecting with lately. We're going to get into the last portion of the episode where we talk about recommendations, songs, music, videos, TV, movies, whatever, and final regards.
Cool. Go
there
first.
You go. Okay. I don't think I have music. I got into super late. People are gonna
6ix9ine.
They're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? Barely? Yeah, barely. Bridgerton.
Oh yeah, you did mention it.
I started watching Bridgerton.
Oh,
yeah, the show. I started watching it. It's good. I mean, I'm not surprised. I knew it was. I kind of had a feeling that I was gonna like it. No one ever. Yeah, no. I don't think he'll like it either. This is the reason why no one ever told me, and no one ever like. I feel like I never saw it online. The fact that
really, dude, I saw it everywhere.
No. This aspect of it is the fact that it's basically Gossip Girl, but old school English. I didn't know that.
Accents.
Dude, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was basically Gossip Girl, but old England. Like, I didn't fucking know that. No one ever told me that. And I love Gossip Girl. That was my shit.
Well, at least.
It's basically the entire show.
Jesus.
Dope.
But filled with a lot of pretty people. But yeah, so that's been really cool. I've been watching that. And I've been rewatching a lot of anime lately. Cool. I'm rewatching Kotaro Lives Alone on Netflix. I'm prepared to cry again. The anime made me cry a decent amount.
It's on my queue.
It's really cute. Yeah, just know that'll make you cry. That's about it. But
I don't think I've asked for anime.
As for music, I don't really have any. I don't have anything.
I mean, considering we shared what we did like 2 days ago, I didn't think we'd have recommendations. But
it's all the same shit. But yeah. As for final regards, be yourself, and don't feel guilty if you have to tailor that self to like your family at the very least, because let's be real, they don't know you entirely.
Just don't tell them everything.
Yeah, you don't have to tell them everything. Yeah. If it's also for their sake, more yours, but also for their sake. You know, their old hearts can't handle it. So I feel like that's good. That's good practice. But and also, I'm trying to think who's who. Oh, fuck Matt Rife. By the way, more shit came out about him.
Dope.
I saw on the Tana Mojo, and there was another girl that actually dated him. And apparently there's an entire chat room of really hot, beautiful women that used to date him, and they have like plethora of once those screenshots and that leak comes out of all that group chat, Matt Rife, I don't know what the fuck. That's
I don't think he's gonna get banned.
I don't know, dude. That was pretty wild. Oh, and he said some really fucked up shit about the girl that he was dating that is on the podcast with Tana, and super out the cuff. And when she messaged him, he said, "Aha, can't take a joke" or some shit like that, and then blocked her. And it was really fucked up. So I
honestly think he's just a lot of the shit he's doing right now. And a lot of people are like, I've seen people talk about it too, where it's like, he's doing it for publicity. Like there's like he skyrocketed up. People didn't like something and he said, all right, fuck it. Well, then I'm going to play the part. Well, like a lot of comedians are like, no, he's playing the part, whether it's good or bad for his career. Like, he's gonna play the part, like he's full speed in that shit.
Well, yeah,
like,
because I think the old heads aren't gonna give a shit. The ones that he wants to impress, but I think it's the fact that he's doing it, but then also having like the whole content of stuff being wiped, because apparently a lot of like the podcast, this one specifically, is like pretty hard to find now. So I was like, oh, that's kind of weird and gross, and it was a recent one, but that's why my final regard, fuck this person is going to be Matt Rife again. I don't think it was when I said it, but yeah.
I just think he's Matt a fuckboy who's just getting more shit, more illuminated. Yeah. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he's always been, but just people didn't know him enough.
Dude, look at Matt Rife on Wildin' Out, you guys. Look at that Ohio ass mouth, because he's from Ohio, so his teeth show it.
Okay. Anyway, Steve.
He called it that, by the way. I'm just saying, to give.
Okay, Steve,
reason.
Go. I always recommend people this movie. I saw it without seeing the trailers. My friends, my old work friends, took me to watch it, or they invited me to go, and I went to go watch it with them. It's free if you guys have Amazon Prime. It's called Bones and All. It's a crazy twist of a story. It's supposed to be a love story, but it's got a crazy flip. The two.
I know this movie.
You talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah. I can't like stress it enough. Great fucking movie. Like, I genuinely fell in love with this. The way I feel about Interstellar and how obsessed I am with it, I'm obsessed with this one too. Like, it's just such a good film.
Timothy Chalamet's in it. Speaking of which, did you guys see the trailer for fucking Dune Part 2? It looked good, dude.
Yeah, it came out like a while ago.
It looks good.
It's on Netflix. You should watch it.
You should watch it. It's actually really cool. I think you'd actually like it, Richard.
Yeah,
the world building is pretty cool, and it's nerdy, but also like sci-fi, space opera-ish. It's cool.
It gives very like post-apocalypse Star Wars.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
like it's something that would fit in the universe. But it's a good film. I think cool. you would enjoy it. It's not crazy, but the world building keeps you entertained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dune 2 looks great, so we watch that one. But yeah, Bones and All, if you guys haven't seen it, it's not a holiday movie, but it is a great movie to watch, either with people or by yourself. It's just a very like, this is crazy type of film. And then final regards.
Perfect time for the holidays, Bones and All.
Final regards is just not at home, dude, you know? Post what you want, do what you want, guys. Other people's opinion, no matter if your friends are telling you something, if it's not an actual like important thing, who cares?
Live your Tumblr girl life.
You guys aren't my friends. Yeah. I'm not gonna go out my way to tell you guys anything.
Do what you want. Do what you want for whatever it's worth.
Take those pictures and put captions over it, like 2012 Instagram.
Hell yeah. Live your Tumblr life.
Live those years that you couldn't, you get to experience.
Oh yeah.
Weirdos. Anyway.
What? Huh? What'd you say?
Anyway, I don't have any recs. I guess the only thing that I would say, what's it called? At work, they play like movies sometimes just so people like you can watch it in passing. Yeah.
To entertain them.
They were playing Soul off of it, and I was just like, fuck, I forgot how much I love this movie. Go watch Soul if you haven't. I don't think so.
There's word that they're making another one.
I know. I think you're right, because I feel like I heard the same thing. They also was it Inside Out 2 is going to be coming out.
Oh yeah, that's
pretty cute.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
But, one more thing. If you guys haven't watched it, support it. I haven't seen it. I want to watch it. The new Studio Ghibli film.
I want to watch it too. Bad. I might actually spend
the boy in the
small amount of
boy in the heron.
that I have for fun. The boy in the heron. I want to go see that. It looks really good. I might go see it with Mikey. Honestly, maybe this weekend.
Yeah, I might take Danny. I don't know yet.
Yeah,
why not me?
Yeah, why not Richard?
Yeah.
We can go.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
I'll check times.
Go just I guess
that's for you, Lee.
Don't be afraid to show emotion, I guess, but also don't drown in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
What's it called? That's it from us. Again, no room. Oh my god. Okay. That's it from us. See you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment letting us know your thoughts. And yeah, thank you again for the support. Later.
Choo.
That's what drowning in emotion looks like. Anyway.
I can't swim.